Alright, so I know you're probably watching this and wondering why are we doing theories on FNaF in 2020? The
Wait,
answer to that
that's
question
dumb.
is yeah.
The
no,
answer to
it's
that
pretty-
question is, how about you shut the fuck up? Because you
Yeah,
came here to watch us
that's-
do
oh
good
my
shit,
God,
okay,
dude.
dickhead?
Honestly,
Oh,
Hey,
well,
here's a question for you. Shut the fuck up and stop
Listen
watching.
here, buddy. Shut the
Like, get a
fuck
life.
up, alright? Either watch it or don't, dickhead. Alright? Thanks.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
alright.
Okay, anyways, we should talk about what's your favorite animal. Okay, let's start.
No. Switch animal with FNaF game.
That is a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah, like,
Mine.
Alright, well, Duck, what is your favorite FNaF game?
Oh, well, I gotta go with FNAF 3 just because of how vital it was to the story.
honestly, yeah.
I can understand. Okay, so how did it impact the story?
Yeah, how did it
Well, it revealed that Springtrap was actually Purple Guy,
Mhm.
and that also affected some plot points as well.
yeah. Because
the
a lot of
entire
fans
mini-
speculated, like, other things before, like,
Yeah, is
that
the
third
purple
game came
guy
out.
the phone guy?
Yeah, like, what's going on there? Like, I have no clue.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Honestly, the third game was really cool anyways, because it, like, changed...
It was just kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Because
Like, it changed the whole thing. I mean, you're still in an office, but you're in, like, this abandoned building kind of place.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're supposed to
the
be in like
gameplay-
a haunted
yeah.
house or something like that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in a haunted, like, contraction or something. Contraction.
and
A haunted house.
Yeah.
the first two games just got pretty repetitive, in
Yeah.
my opinion, just the gameplay, because it was pretty much just the same, honestly.
Yeah.
But the third game, with the whole aspect of like keeping your air flowing and stuff like that, that actually pretty much revolutionized the entire gameplay of FNAF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
you say this like you're talking about like a fucking war general.
dude, it completely, like, changed the
Dude,
whole
Arthur
game.
McCrillen, dude. Do you know his tactics he used during the 3-day war? Dude,
Yes.
they were fucking amazing, man. But
Dude,
listen,
I mean, honestly.
Okay.
you sound like that.
since
You sound like you're
since you
talking
have-
about like a revolutionary fucking figure.
Since you have so much to say, why don't you give us your favorite FNAF game?
Yeah. What's up with
Well,
that?
FNAF 1, what do you think, dipshit? It
FNAF
started the
1,
entire
why?
thing.
It
started the entire
Alright, you
franchise.
normie. You
Or you
fucking
could argue
nostalgia
that it's
normie.
the most bare bones game, the most boring game. Because
But
I
it's
know,
also...
but
Okay, here's the thing, though.
if
It's
FNAF
also,
1
like...
wasn't there, nothing would have happened.
Okay.
Every night is checking on Foxy, making sure he's still there, and then
I
checking
mean,
your doors.
yeah. But, like,
And
it's...
then jerking
it's
off.
yeah.
Why the fuck did you laugh at that? Please explain in great detail.
Okay, but, like,
Fun.
the first game is like the basic game and stuff, and it's actually really cool to just go back and play it because it's so basic and you know all these different things, and it's so
It's
Yeah.
so nostalgic, but it's
yeah.
also like
Yeah, I can understand.
It's
you
really
could-
different
You could
too.
see it as also like really easy to play because you
Yeah.
get to the point like if you beat the second game, you're already very good at the first one.
Yeah. But here's the
'Cause, I
thing.
mean,
So I freaking was looking at videos and stuff, and I saw this video like explaining why night 1 or like whatever or night no it wasn't no it was night 2 killed you in Pizza Simulator, like how Molten Freddy kills you most of the time, or like
Yeah.
most people die from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were explaining how like the mechanics work kind of like the first one in the sense that you kind of have to switch between stuff or something like that. I can't remember, but it was
Yeah.
like basically both those games are so different. The first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Because
So,
I
dude.
mean, have you noticed that Scott Cawthon actually designed the games after he designed the nights?
The
So you think about it, you have the 5 main nights, and then like those correlate with the first 5 games. The one FNAF 1 through 4, then FNAF sister location,
yeah,
then a bonus 6th night, a pizzeria simulator, and then the 7th night is a 20 mode, like a custom mode, and then you have
Yeah.
ultimate custom night.
yeah. We'll get
So he kind of like modeled it after, like he modeled the games after the own nights. So
yeah. What about you? What's your favorite FNAF game?
probably FNAF 4, mostly because it terrified me the most.
Dude, okay, that one was honestly I got scared of that one too. Like, not even gonna lie, because like one, those nightmare animatronics are just terrifying sometimes. Like, who the fuck wants to
Yeah.
wake up to Nightmare on looking at them? Like, no one,
Yeah.
no one, dude.
Mhm.
That thing is creepy and skinny.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
Creepy and skinny.
it's like a vegan, dude. It's like a vegan.
Thank you for telling your
It's like a
opinions about
vegan.
also anorexic people at the same time.
Oh my god, that's such a
Don't care. Didn't ask.
Creepy and
Plus
skinny.
Don't care. Didn't ask. Plus you're skinny.
I feel like I'm being attacked here because I'm really skinny.
Listen,
Just
if Brody weighs more, I'm pretty sure I am like the third lowest fucker in the entire group. I don't mean to be mean here, but a woman weighs more than me, and I'm pretty sure she could fucking pick me up and throw me. That's the terrifying thing.
How much
Is
do
it
you
your
weigh,
mom?
Nick?
Dude,
I
bet
weigh
it your
120
mom did.
pounds.
Dude, I
Wait,
weigh
120?
120,
I'm 130.
I'm 140.
135.
I think
Jesus.
something like that.
I'm 120 as well. Nick,
Wow. Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Yeah.
I am 14. You need to eat, skinny boy.
Okay, let's get back on the subject. I guess.
Okay,
Alright.
okay.
Right.
Even,
FNAF
even
4.
if so, we
I
can
also
just go
liked it because it kind of threw the entire like FNAF community into a huge uproar whether the whole bite thing was 87 or 83.
Yeah. I remember.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
And
Same.
it like
Completely forgot
changed
about it.
everything because people were so convinced that it was the bite of 87
Yeah,
until like the
dude, nobody.
Halloween update came out for it and showed that it was the 83 because of the like hidden Easter egg on the TV.
Yeah, dude,
Hmm.
nobody. Freaking game theory. What's in the locked chest?
A dildo, fuck you. It's just a fucking dildo. There's a big purple dildo. That's it.
Yeah,
Dude, purple guy.
It's purple guy's purple dildo.
No, that's the thing he was holding in like the
Yeah.
mini games.
Dude, that's it, guys. We
okay.
figured it out.
Don't worry.
Okay.
That's
It's
the end of the
FNAF.
podcast. See you later.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really have a favorite of many things. So like a favorite color, I don't have one. But when it comes to games,
Why?
games, it's kind of the same. I don't know. I just don't have one. But like, I don't really have a favorite FNAF game. But if I do have to choose one, I'd probably choose the second one because of its difficulty and how like it can be really fun sometimes, but it can also be
Apparently,
really stupid.
like people kind of did like the difficulty range on how difficult night 1 was. It was apparently like more difficult than night 2 on the first game.
On the first game or the second game
Like-
first night.
The second game first night was more difficult than night 2 of the first game.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
apparently what
Because you
everybody
have
was saying because it's like you already have 2 of them after you plus the puppet.
Yeah, dude, I debated my friend one time. So he was playing and he forgot to wind the music box and he's like, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, it's nothing. It's fine. It just plays that for the rest of the night." And then he gets jump scared. He's like, "I fucking hate you." Like, yeah.
I remember like the first time like I ever actually played FNAF. I had it on my very first phone. It was like when the demo came out for the Play Store. And you only
Mhm.
had like the first night, but I remember like it took me so long to do that because I'd never like seen anything about it. So like when I first played it, I was like, "Oh, this is a pretty dumb, stupid game." And then I got jump scared and I nearly threw my phone.
Dude, okay, I remember I was in the car once playing the game and I got jump scared and just freaking kicked the like dashboard. It's like
Well,
yeah, okay.
yeah.
So what's your least favorite game in the series though?
ooh, I don't know. My least favorite one.
Maybe.
Does
maybe-
FNAF World count?
No. There have to be like the main series games. That one's
Mm.
I don't know what that one is. That one's bad.
Maybe
I'm just
I would.
gonna put this in like full disclosure that I like all the games. Just the one I would like, the one I would play after I played everything else would probably be the first one.
Yeah, I was thinking that someone was either gonna say Sister Location or FNAF 1.
Sister Location was
Yeah.
a good game
Yeah,
overall.
I liked it.
Hey,
I
it
don't
was
have it
nice.
on me right now, but on me yes, I have a disc copy of Sister Location, dude.
Yes.
But
Good.
like
I'd love to play Sister Location again.
yeah, dude, I started playing around Sister Location and so like I started on that game. It's kind of like, whoa, nice. Duck.
Whoa,
What
nice.
is Duck? What is your least favorite? Kind of.
Honestly, can I think Pizzeria Simulator counts, right?
Yeah. That's the main.
that's the
Yeah.
it's the sixth game.
Pizzeria Simulator, just because of how like honestly forgetful it was.
Yeah, it was. It's
It
really
was
forgetful.
really
Like
forgetful.
it added. Okay, so the only real thing that came out of it was some lore, and then it was very
Yeah.
forgetful.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the only thing that really came out of it was like the child's names of who fucking died.
Yeah.
I
and then also,
I
like-
literally forgot it existed until like a few days ago.
Yeah, I forgot Sister Location existed until like 30 minutes ago. So, like that, I know that one is forgetful too. Like not the characters,
Schizophrenia.
but just like, dude, I think I have Alzheimer's.
Can I make that joke on? Can I make the joke on recording?
I don't know
I don't
if
know.
if
You might
if
have
we
to
want to
edit
take
that
it.
out.
Yeah, if we want to take it out, we can.
I would like to. I would like everyone in the world to see my views on schizophrenic people.
Okay. Okay.
That's definitely
Dude, schizophrenic people are so weird, man. They like talk for 1 second and then they stop talking. You say, "Oh, I forgot what it was about." Oh, hey Jerry, and my name's not Jerry, dude. What the fuck?
Nick, what's your opinion on the least favorite game or whatever?
Mm, well, maybe I'd probably say maybe like FNaF 2, cause what I've like remembered from fucking dipshit memory is I don't remember it adding very much to the story except some animatronics, and that was it.
Oh, dude, it added like the second game added like not a whole bunch, but it added
Oh,
more.
there was the fucking
Would-
flashbacks.
Yeah, there were the
If-
flashbacks. It took
yeah.
place before the first game. That was a
yeah,
prequel.
that was another huge thing.
Yeah. Like if we're going in
Yeah, I
order
just
real
have
quick,
autism.
it's
Wait,
okay.
would the mangled like animatronics count as new animatronics? Like
Yeah,
fucked
because
up
she showed
Bonnie
up.
and fucked up
Fucked up Foxy.
Withered.
fucked up
You mean?
Foxy?
Dude.
Withered.
Yeah,
Would they
Withered.
count as
So-
completely new animatronics, or are they just the same animatronics?
So-
Okay, hold
you
up.
might-
Okay, so then timeline goes FNAF 4, Sister Location, FNAF 2, FNAF 1, FNAF 3, and then
Wait, what?
Pizza Simulator.
FNAF 2 takes before. FNAF 2 takes before. Takes.
before
before?
1, yes. And then
Yeah,
FNAF
it's a,
3rd, yeah.
it's a prequel.
Yeah.
So
And then
the-
Pizza
the
Simulator
way
takes
they-
after that, and then
yeah, so the
VR,
way they
I
know
have no
that
idea how VR fits in.
yeah, so the way they determined that FNAF 2 was before FNAF 1 was that according to the newspapers, like after you beat the game, it says like it's being shut down. The new toy animatronics are being just scrapped, but the old ones are being
Being refurbished.
refurnished
Yeah.
to a different location, and then FNAF 1 happens.
Should I ask my question?
Yeah, let's
My
give this
very
a-
important question.
Let's hear your very important question here.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Now, boys, you can also put this in the comments if this gets on YouTube, but I don't fucking care about your opinion. Fuck you. Okay, my very important question is, if you had the chance and ability to, what type of girl would you fuck? Would you fuck a cat girl, a fox girl, or any other type of girl, like a fucking slime girl if you're fucking weird? Okay, now answer. Now.
I believe your question is too broad when you say any other type of girl.
Yeah,
Because
like,
then I
do you
could just
mean-
say a normal girl.
Yeah, like why? Yeah, I could just say like a normal girl.
But that's
Like-
fucking. That's fucking boring, dude.
Yeah, but like just to avoid your question, we could all say just a normal girl.
Also,
But
just
you're
to
all fucking
avoid,
boring if you say
also
that.
just to avoid someone getting mad at me, I'd say my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that.
You right?
yeah.
I'm gonna
You
keep
could
mine
say, "Fuck
I'm
you."
gonna keep mine
Fuck you.
anonymous here.
Oh, yeah, anime girl.
You don't want to
Yeah.
say it out loud, okay? At least send
Yeah,
it to
that's
me. I
fine.
want to know.
No.
Do it.
No,
Do it for the vine.
I'm not doing it.
I
Okay.
for
will
the
bang.
vine.
I will bang on my desk and the entire night until you fucking start.
Nobody phone guy night
Joke's on you, I
4.
only have like an hour.
Okay, we should probably get on like the topics and all. Okay, so do you want to talk about theories or timeline next?
Well, obviously we
Um,
need to introduce ourselves.
Oh right. Yeah, we should probably
Alright.
do that.
All right.
We'll
So
just put
are we
this
gonna
kinda-
are we gonna use like our Discord names, or are we gonna actually be okay with using our actual names?
I'm gonna use
depends
my
whatever
Discord
your-
name because it's
I'm gonna
funny.
use my actual name.
I
All
mean,
right, I'll use my actual name.
because literally
Alright,
my actual name is in my actual disc. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Brody. I for lack of a better word, run things. I'm also part of the development team and the music team.
Nice. I'm Ethan. I'm really kind of just the story developer. I'm the main story developer, and I kind of help Duck and he basically do whatever he tells me to do. So
um, I'm Jack. I do the music and some pixel art. Help things around. Uh, yeah, just do stuff
and
like
record
music.
everything.
Yeah, I'm basically everyone's recorder. So I do the
Yeah.
recordings. I do music, some pixel art, help things around. That kind of stuff.
The normal gamer things.
Hmm.
Okay, yes, hello. My name is fucking Nicholas. It might sound funny. Fuck you. All right. So basically, I do a bit of coding here, and I do like for right now, I'm doing story on the game, and then afterwards, I'm gonna do coding and just look at the story like a dipshit with schizophrenia. And yeah, basically, that's all I do.
That's
All right.
okay. That's how it goes.
Yep.
Next
Okay,
thing,
that's us. That's
do we really
Quarantine
want to talk
Studios.
about the timeline
And
here?
there's a lot more to Quarantine Studios, by the way. It's not just us four.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
just
yeah.
these
We'll
are the
have.
4 people that we got
These are the
together.
only people. These are the only 4 unhealthy people that are actually still like awake at 12:30. Not actually. I haven't done my fucking essay yet either.
It's 9:30 for me.
Nice. Okay, so we have about 30 more minutes to do this. So, do we want to talk about
Yeah.
theories or do we want to talk about the timeline real quick?
I think we should talk about the timeline and then go into theories.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that
That would
makes
just
sense.
flow better. Yeah.
I'm just
So
gonna go pull up the
I
timeline real quick
yeah,
because I don't know what the timeline is.
I kind of already like watched a whole bunch of stuff trying to figure out what the
I
heck we
haven't
were going to
watched.
talk about.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything. I
So
forget
I guess I
everything.
should probably start it off. So before like Fazbear's Pizza, there was Fredbear's Family Diner. That was like there's a diner and it was its own separate thing from Fazbear. And so they had like they had an incident there where someone died in like Springlock suits or whatever.
Fucking
So
loser.
so they like sold the place to avoid lawsuits to someone else, and then they rebranded as Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and then like the
And
whole games really start.
I pulled up the timeline right here. It says they rebranded as Freddy Fazbear's Pizza in 1973.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the first game happens, which is what you see in FNaF 4, because you only have like the 2 animatronics there, and so then
It says here purple guy kills his first victims in front of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't remember who was the first.
The puppet.
Puppa was the first.
Yeah, it says
Yeah, that's all I.
Yeah.
That's
In
all
the
I know.
timeline I'm looking at, it says the puppet. And then the purple guy kills 5 more kids. Hold on. The purple guy kills 5 more kids, and the puppet brings the kids back to life as animatronics. And then a sister location to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza opens.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I've got a timeline here from someone. It's basically just saying how like the games work and stuff, like how they go in order. So this is really clutterfunked and also over the place. Okay, that's weird. But like the main timeline that I can get around my head is oh, here we go. Oh right, freaking VR fits in like 2027, I think it was. It's like super like past the timeline and stuff. Okay, here, let me see. 2027, Fazbear Entertainment creates the VR game Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so basically the timeline is the timeline would be Fredbear's Family Diner, fucking
Fazbear's Pizza opens up. The
yeah,
purple
yeah.
guy makes his first whole thing. first
then
murders, and then it
the sister
closes.
location.
Yeah. So
No,
then
it'd be FNaF 4, then sister location.
Yeah,
Yeah.
FNAF 4, then sister location.
then it's only open for one day, or Circus Baby's Pizzeria or whatever it's called is only open for one day because Baby kills a girl.
Yeah,
And then it's
the girl is
closed.
William Afton's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then his daughter Soul merges with Baby, if I remember correctly.
And
So
then
that's why.
while this is going on, the events of FNAF 4 is going. So it's not, the timeline isn't, oh, this happens, the place shuts down.
Yeah.
Then a new place is opened, and then something happens, then it shuts down. Then it opens
Yeah.
again.
So basically, after
Um,
sister location, stuff happens, and then FNAF 2 is opened, and then
Yes.
the killings happen there or whatnot. I think then they shut down. Then Freddy Fazbear's FNAF 1 opens. The more killings happen there. William gets locked in a safe room with the dead children, and he gets spring lock suit. He gets stuck there for about 30 years, and then a rando phone dude finds him and brings him to FNAF 3 location. FNAF 3 location burns down, but Afton is still out there. And then
my timeline says the timeline I'm using says that FNAF 3 happens like years after the
FNAF 1.
FNAF 1. It says like 2023.
Yeah, 30 years after. And
Yeah.
then past that, I think Pizza Simulator fits in somewhere, but I can't remember where. But 2027, the VR game was created and stuff. And then that's how that fits in. And then like somehow Afton gets in like the real world from the VR game because it's like cursed and stuff.
Yeah. So
So like that's the thing on it.
Yeah, it's just very confusing.
Yeah.
Then he turned hyper realistic eye and come out to my computer screen and fucking slap me.
Dude, okay.
Okay, continue.
Well,
okay.
All right. So let's
move on to theories, I guess.
Theory. I think we should start off with the first first theory I can remember hearing, and it's that purple guy is the phone guy.
Okay.
One of the most like one of the most OG but really confusing.
Yeah. Doesn't explain everything.
Okay.
I think really the only real point I can remember people having is they just thought the thing he was holding in the mini games was a phone.
Yeah. That's the only proof they had. Like, oh, he's holding phone. I mean, it could be a dildo.
He's holding big pink dildo.
Dildo, yeah.
Yeah, it's just his dildo, bro. Leave the poor man alone.
So another thing, I just recently rewatched a really old video game theory. And another thing that they pointed out.
That's just a theory.
Game.
Was that the thing in your tab when we were trying to watch it?
Yeah.
No, okay, that was a different one.
Let's let him finish though.
So, another thing was that he obviously knew how the stores worked, and so they used the information they got from phone guy himself, saying only it would make sense because purple guy knows how this all goes because he's been in all the restaurants, and he had he always refers to them as they. He doesn't specifically say management or the higher ups, but he also calls the workers there employees, the employees.
Not just employees, the employees.
So they were oh, so he's referring to them as separate people, but he obviously works there. So it's just, it also makes sense if he recorded those messages, he says in the first game where he's I'm glad I recorded these messages, then it would make sense why they were knocking on his door, because he's obviously the prime suspect.
Yeah, but he also mentioned that he literally is recording the messages I assume literally like the day of you first getting on the job, because like before you get on the job, because he said he literally like finished his job like the day before you started it.
Okay,
Yeah.
no. Okay, if we're talking about FNaF 1 here, there's a problem with that because, okay, think about it real quick. He didn't record those like right before. He said he was finishing up his shift and stuff, like his last few
Yeah.
nights, and then night
Yeah.
4 comes along and he's like, the animatronics at my door. FBI
Animatronic
open
big
up.
penis out.
But yeah, like night 4, he
Okay,
has
now
that
it's
audio
starting to make
recording.
sense. Because if it was FNAF 2 that was first, then he wouldn't still be alive. So FNAF 1 would have to come after when he
Yeah,
dies,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, I
wait.
know.
Okay,
Oh.
hold up. So would he be in the safe room recording that?
That would make.
That would make
he-
maybe mild sense, but
I
not
mean,
really.
it could
No, because
happen,
he
but
in the mini games it predicts him going into the safe room and then almost immediately getting spring locked.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's being
so
backed up in the corner by the children.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
So wait, where
this
did he
is
have time to die and do
he.
that?
It doesn't. I think what we're getting at right now is that theory does not make sense in the timeline, like really at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, because of the new installations of the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, next debunked.
Yeah.
There it is.
One of the theories I've seen, the funny guy that said, is it okay if I say the N word on the N word here?
No.
No.
Uh,
We'll just cut this
damn.
little part out real quick. All right.
Well,
I guess
the
it's
one
good.
guy that said the N word is true, yeah. One of the theories was the purple guy I think was killing the children because he wanted his daughter back or
You're talking
something.
about Matt Pat. You're talking about Matt Pat.
Yes.
And that meme,
Yeah.
that meme. When he was like,
Yeah.
And
Dude.
that theory came up like on a sister as soon as like sister location was out, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Back to the main podcast. Do you guys want to talk about like FNAF 2 theories, FNAF 3 theories, or any other FNAF theories?
well,
Well,
let's just
how about we
figure
talk
out.
about like shit we thought we believed would happen in the FNAF series and it never happened, like hoaxes and like myths.
Okay.
I really thought that they were going to fully explain who Golden Freddy was.
I didn't.
I thought they were gonna build a fucking theme park or movie.
Dude, okay, I wasn't. Yeah, they were planning on doing a movie. I think they still
They
are.
think
yeah,
they still, there still
Bloomhouse,
are,
Bloomhouse
Yeah.
Productions is producing it.
and it's like a small company, and I think they did a lot of other movies that were really good with a very small budget.
Yeah.
Horror
Okay.
movies are pretty cheap to make, anyways.
Yeah. But like, I didn't really believe in any hoaxes, to be honest. Because I didn't watch that much. Because I was literally scared shitless when I watched it, so I like didn't watch it at all.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't really see any of the hoaxes. Yeah, honestly, I was literally like 9 or something.
What about you, Ethan? Did you believe in any hoaxes?
I not really. Like I said, I didn't really join FNAF until a lot later. But like when I did kind of see when everything happened, I was like very intrigued into it, and I only kind of believed what I felt kind of makes sense according to what I've already seen. And the only thing that was really like that I really thought was true until something else came out and proved that it was wrong was that the crying or whatever his name is like Michael Afton, the little kid in FNAF 4 was the puppet. Until something else came out, we're in Pizzeria Simulator showing
like the puppet going to the little like
the
the person
little
outside.
girl.
Yeah.
And so
She fucking died in the rain.
Yeah.
And then
Dude,
the puppet merges. Oh yeah.
No, so
Yeah.
another thing was is that we all thought that the puppet was first. That doesn't make sense because in Pizzeria Simulator, or actually in Ultimate Custom Night, some of the voice lines you hear from Chica, one thing she says was, "I was the first. I've seen everything," so that like throws out the entire theory that the puppet was first.
Well,
Okay.
maybe
Hold up. Let me.
Chica's a lying fucking bitch.
Yeah, she probably wants that dick. Not gonna lie.
spot.
It
Such
escalated
spot.
quickly. She's a fucking dead child.
Okay, hold up. Okay, so let me explain this real quick. Ultimate Custom Night is William Afton's hell. That if
Yeah.
you don't know that, that's his hell.
That's
That's-
is
after
purgatory.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's his
and it was
purgatory.
like
Golden and
when I
Freddy has
first-
it there.
So you know, like the whole Easter egg with Old Man Consequences. You know, where you go into that thing if you just set it to 1, and you catch a fish. You go into like where he's fishing, and you go up to him, and he says like,
Oh, in
leave his
FNaF
demons-
World. Yeah.
No.
Well, not only in
Wait,
FNAF
what?
World, but if you do that in Ultimate Custom Night, it shows up.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, you hear like noise in the background. So people take that noise and then they speed it up because it sounds like slowed down noise.
Oh,
They
I know what
sped
you're
it up.
talking about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
apparently it's William Afton screaming Mike
Yeah.
and also like helping all of
Mike!
that.
Fucking solely, not William Afton.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like, so it's there. Like when I first saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's like creepy,"
Yeah. Okay.
because
Yeah.
it shows like that's his own personal hell.
Yeah. Okay. I just like thought of this real quick. Okay, so if Pizza Simulator were to fit anywhere, it'd fit after Sister Location and before FNAF 2, because the animatronics are all broken down and stuff.
Yeah.
So because they're scrapped.
So
So it'd be after Sister Location, and he'd
Yeah,
kill more
so-
people. That makes perfect
Didn't
sense because
they-
he'll kill them.
yeah,
But like, how does
Didn't
Springtrap
after, like, FNAF- Go on.
go? Yeah, but like quickly before he talks, how does like, but like, how would the other Springtrap work? No, isn't the other Springtrap like Michael or whatnot?
no. So the person you're playing as in Pizzeria Simulator, if I remember correctly, is Mike. So because Sister Location happens, like the actual
gets
events of
scooped.
yeah,
And then he
So
turns
then-
into Purple Guy.
yeah.
Shit,
But also
oh,
the other
never mind,
purple
I know-
guy.
Yeah, no. William is the other Springtrap, and the normal Springtrap that we're used to from FNAF 3 is Michael.
Mm.
Cause like,
Right.
cause he's trying to burn his father for what he did or whatever, wasn't he? So he
So,
killed him, and
the
then he
reason
went on to
why-
other things.
So the reason why Pizzeria Simulator had to be after everything is because, or like, obviously it has to be like the last event in like the actual world, is that because he burns his father with him. So what happens is FNAF 3 happens, and then after FNAF 3, when it burns down, William survives. After he survives, they call all the animatronics there, and so in FNAF, in Pizzeria Simulator, like all of the original animatronics are now a part of like Molten Freddy or something, like the OG animatronics.
Yeah.
And so the reason why, when you see the game, like the mini game, give life or whatever, and
Yeah.
that's like it doesn't work, is because all of the souls are split up because William split them into the circus animatronics.
Yeah.
So Mike had to lure everybody back into
Yeah, he
the
was
same
saying
place.
that, and then he
So-
caught them all in that fire
Yeah,
thing.
Mm.
Burning the
Ending-
building down with it.
yeah. So ending everything, and then he dies with his father, and then Ultimate Custom Night happens where he's in his own hell. Then FNAF VR happens, and the
And then
glitch trap is
William
the-
escapes.
Yeah, through glitch trap through the player.
Mhm.
So resetting basically the timeline.
Yeah, so it's going back. And
Yeah.
like people, and I just like read this a little bit ago, but like people are like suspecting that, oh well, he fails again and then he like dies or something.
Yeah. So, and then like that's not even including the books.
Yeah, I was just about to say we don't want to talk about the books here. We could do that
The
some other
books-
time because
yeah,
the books add
are
so
its
much,
own
and it
thing.
makes the books mess with the timeline way too much. It adds so
Well,
much stuff.
It's not just that. It's the fact that it also clears up a lot of things.
It clears up, but it
So
also clouds a lot of stuff.
yeah, so you take a look at FNaF 4. So why is he so afraid of like going to, you know, the pizzeria? And so like another theory I saw was like, oh, so William, his dad, was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you these
Hallucination.
like yeah,
That's what
hallucination
they were.
sticks. And so it'll give you nightmares so you'll stop running to that place.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, that's cool and all, but we don't really ever see that again except in the books, where one of the main characters, it has one of those, because apparently like at the end of the third book, the fourth closet, it's revealed that the final, like the main character Charlie is an animatronic.
Yeah.
And so she was using a control disc or to make it seem like she was human, and then like it breaks and it shows that, oh, she's actually an animatronic.
Like, oh shit.
And then another thing in the books was one of the other main characters shows up and he sees a box there and he opens it and it's a different version of the main character Charlie.
Yeah.
It was like her younger animatronic form.
Yeah.
And so that also, and apparently like the description of it matches the description of the box in FNaF 4. So everybody was like, oh, so what if the exact same happened with Michael Afton, and that's why when he gets scooped, he doesn't die?
Yeah, because he's an animatronic or something.
Yeah, so, I mean, the only issue I see with this is like, but Scott himself said that they're kind of two different canons. But
yeah, that's the thing with the
like,
books. You can, in Matt's latest video, he talked about this, or his like video before last. He talked about how like the books can fit in sometimes, but it's not generally supposed to. You're supposed to like, it's like match it with a puzzle piece, but don't match. Yeah, they don't fit together though.
Yeah, it's in the actual, like the games and the books actually happen in the same universe,
but they're
just
different.
set up. Yeah, but they're set apart. Like they're different
AUs, alternate universes. So you have the book canon, and then you have the game canon, and they merge sometimes, but they mostly follow their own timeline with with merges and explaining on why this happened and stuff. But yeah. But anyways, we're out of time. So
and we have a bit longer. We have about 8 minutes.
Like 8 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just say like a few quickies, I mean, yeah, we could do that.
One thing I believed was the purple guy animatronic.
Oh, the purple guy. Yeah.
The purple guy animatronic. I thought that too, but the main thing I thought what happened was they like maybe like in FNaF 3 they would add FNaF 3 would be a free roam game where you could walk around like
a lot of people thought that actually.
There was so many free roam hoaxes. It was like it was insane.
It was a very insane thing.
I said to myself, "It's real. It's real. It's real." But I was a fucking like small little like fucking propeller hat wearing child. I was like, "It's real.
It's real."
I was like,
dude.
Like I swear to I would like go back in time and say, don't. Whatever you do in the future, second thought yourself and don't do it.
Yeah. Don't make those weird animations. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't want to go down my path, boy. It's fucking. You don't want to draw slime girls, boy. All right.
Okay, I think we have time for really one more. What else is it? What's really
okay.
Are you guys familiar with Nightmare JJ?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That was really big hoax.
You mean Nightmare BB or whatever it's called?
No, JJ. The girl version of
Nightmare
BB.
JJ?
Yeah. The girl version of BB.
The The guy who made it is now making animations on YouTube, and he has a channel.
Oh
Nice.
Yeah.
jeez, that's actually I would be okay if I saw that in the actual game.
Honestly, that'd be kind of cool. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
aware
Well,
of. I watched the whole video on like all the hoaxes throughout the years, and like
yeah. But I mean, apparently like JJ was just a very huge Easter egg, like a very rare thing you would see in FNaF 2.
Yeah, I
And
think
that's
she'd
why,
be
like,
under your desk, is what happened.
yeah, and so like whenever you saw her
So
in Ultimate Custom Night, you like people were confused because they never knew that she was an actual thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
so like some people that actually claimed that they saw JJ would be like fucking like no, that doesn't exist. And then in it until they found like some people like decompiled the game files and found it.
oh my
Yeah.
god,
The
dude, that must have
animation.
taken like hours and days.
To
Dude, because
find that's a lot of code.
okay, first of all, it's not open source. You'd have to basically code the whole game and redo it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of work to find certain things. But yeah, quick thing, real quick. You know the updates that Scott posts. Do you remember the sister locations ones? Where
Yeah,
everyone
they
was like debunking the oil leaks and stuff, and like, oh, this
Yeah.
party has been delayed, and this, that, and the other because of the oil leak. Dude, I remember those. I watched them at.
Dude, you remember like when people started fucking theorizing so fucking badly even before like sister location came out,
Yeah,
and then
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
yeah,
all
yeah.
proved wrong.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're
Those are
so
the
bad. They
People
were written
like
by,
some people jump
5-year-olds.
to conclusions so quickly.
Way quick, yeah, too quickly. You need to think like, oh, well, timeline thing, whatever.
You have to
that
see the
exists.
entire story before you jump to a conclusion.
Yeah. Like, oh,
Yeah.
purple guy is this wall in FNaF 5.
Purple guy is one. He came up to you and fucking fell over and killed child.
Dude, no way.
The
But,
fucking column that fell over and killed 5 children.
Yeah.
I remember when
What-
this was a
what if-
huge thing.
What if like there was this theory and it turned out to be canon that like the purple guy is just like a fucking metaphor for like a natural disaster that ended up killing 5 kids?
Oh my god. No. Okay, you know what the lamest thing anyone could think of would be?
What?
It's all just some kid's dream.
Dude,
I hate
I-
those.
I mean, that's like super possible.
That's super possible,
I know,
but it
but
sucks
it's
so
also
bad.
like
It's
so
the worst.
I'm just gonna continue. I'm just gonna wait until my mother tells me to get off. But so when
Shut
I
up,
saw-
mother! I'm talking to my friends.
Talking to my friends about Five Nights at Freddy's, mom.